What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got a problem today. It's with this 2019 Nissan Titan. I guess problems were meant to be solved, so let's get into it. All right, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but I got into the car earlier, started it. It's been starting just fine, no issues, sat a week, started it after, no issues. But now I'm having an issue when starting. It turns over, but it doesn't actually start. Let me show you what that sounds like. It sounds like it's possibly maybe some fuel related issue because the battery's getting drained almost trying to start. So we'll go ahead and we'll hook up this charger to it and we'll see what happens after it's charged overnight, see if we still have the same problem. All right, so you can see it just ran and ran until it shut off. So I'm gonna take my meter out here. Right now I'm seeing 12.41 volts. So we'll keep troubleshooting until we find the fix. All right, so it's another day here. So after trying to do a few starts, first it said I was at 80% capacity. Now it's saying I'm at 90%. If I hit the charge button, it actually tells me I'm at 60%. Okay, so now we're testing this battery again. It's hooked up, we're reading 12.5 volts. But it still doesn't explain what's going on with the actual start. Could not find a battery code on this. There was no sticker that told me anything about anything on this battery. So as you can see, there's nothing there. Only thing I got is this right here. All right, so we just pulled up to AutoZone. We're gonna have them test the battery. You know, they got all the tools and equipment to properly gauge if the battery is holding charge or not. So let's see what they say. Okay, so they tested the battery. The tester doesn't actually put a load on the battery, but they do test I believe the capacity of the cells. He mentioned the battery is actually, it reads fine. It's a good battery, there shouldn't be any issues. I guess that's a fair statement because after the battery was charged up, even after the numerous cranks that it was given, the battery didn't really drop below, it don't drop below 12 volts at all. So I guess we're on to the next part. It looks like it's probably gonna be a fuel pump issue, which makes sense. After you move on from the battery, if the engine's not getting any gas, it's not gonna do its thing. So we'll keep troubleshooting this thing until we get a resolution. Okay, so we're still experiencing the issue with this Titan. I actually took it for a short drive and it shut off on me. So I'm still trying to troubleshoot to see exactly what the problem is. So I'm gonna try to listen in to see if I can hear that fuel pump priming. So here we are underneath. This is the tank right here. You can hear it's a little hollow, but you would think that the gas levels that are being portrayed are actually accurate. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna prime it and see if we can hear it actually turn on. So I was actually able to hear that pump prime. We're gonna do it one last time, make sure we're hearing everything properly. Yep, so we're hearing that pump prime. So it could just be an issue with bad gas. We did check the battery. Battery seems to be doing okay. So we're gonna go ahead and try the gas ordeal, get some fresh gas in here, see if that solves the problem. Or it could be that the pump is actually getting ready to fail and it's just working in this moment, but we'll have to keep troubleshooting to see what the issue is. All right, so the gas tank actually is showing a quarter tank of gas, so I'm not really sure why that'd be the issue, but just to be safe, we're gonna go ahead and throw some gas in here and see what happens.
Okay, so the battery is back out again. I hooked up some jumper cables to it. It started several times with no issues. Once I took those cables off, I started getting the same problems over and over again. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this battery to the dealer, get a second opinion, and determine if this battery is actually the cause of this problem. All right, so here's the update. We got the Titan hooked up and jumpered. It started consistently several times. Once I took the jumpers off, it stopped starting. So that led me to believe maybe it is a battery issue. So I take the battery over to the Nissan dealer to come find out. They do not test the batteries. They said, we don't have equipment like AutoZone and other places to test the battery. So I said, okay, well, you say you guys provide tests. How do you do the tests? Oh, we test the batteries while they're in the vehicle. So are you hooking up clamps to the battery post while it's in the vehicle, or are you testing it through the port? If you're hooking it up with clamps, that's crazy, because the only way to get the car there is to tow it there so that you can hook up your system while the battery's in the car. That's crazy to me. Beside the point, I gotta figure out this issue. So we weren't able exactly to solve the problem. So if anybody out there has a Nissan Titan and you've experienced this issue, this car is a 2019. It's only got 14,000 miles on it. So it's crazy to think that the fuel pump is already done. I'm hearing it prime. Maybe the filter's clogged and that's what the issue is. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. At any rate, I'm stuck. I'll have to pull off the fuel tank, if anything, and start looking at the filter. Maybe that's the next stop. So this video's done, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.